Ho ho ho! Welcome back to this Christmas season. Just like some of you, some of these movies are gonna be naughty and some of these movies are gonna be nice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy these movies.
Yes, of course, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Underdog Views. And I watched Santa's Sleigh with the tagline, "He's making a list, pray you're not on it." Well, I watched this one yesterday, but I didn't really have the time to film it. I didn't have the time to film it. So you get today, and you get also, we watched 2 days ago, Hell House LLC, so you get that one also today. Um, yeah. Also, as you can see, I have some nice new merch. Infant Annihilator, first merch. Got it for Christmas yesterday, second day of Christmas. Yeah, we're here in the Netherlands, and probably also maybe in Belgium, and maybe Germany, but I don't know for sure. But definitely in the Netherlands, we have 2 days of Christmas. You know, you have the 24th is the Christmas Eve, then first day of Christmas is the 25th, and the second day of Christmas is the 26th. So I was celebrating Christmas yesterday with my family, mother, sister, stepbrother, brother-in-law, and I've got some nice things. I will make a video later. So if you want to know what I've got for Christmas this year, you can look it up later. I've also got an LP, and it's the best LP that you will ever see. Um, and I'm so happy with it. Yeah, let's just start with this movie because that's what you're here for. Let's see, which one was it? This one. We see the decorated house, and the camera zooms in on a window, on a window, on the wall, through the wall. And we see, a Christmas tree on the inside. We see then a woman come around the corner. Well, we don't really see her face, but we see, she's holding a tray with chicken or turkey on it. I don't know. I don't know how no, I don't know how big turkeys are, so, but I don't know what this was. It's maybe a small turkey then, or a big chicken. Either way, it's one or the other. And she's holding the tray, and we see just the tray and the chest. So like I said, comes around the corner. And she walks towards the table with the thing, puts it down, and then takes a bottle of champagne. We see two ladies at the table, they're a bit of blah 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 blah, to each other. Then the third one figures upon it. Well, she walked around the table. She sat down, after pouring a glass, really leaning into it. There was a guy. Okay, we had a guy sitting there at this side of the table. We had a guy at the head of the table. We had two women here, an empty seat here next to the guy, and maybe someone also sitting here, but I don't know for sure. So she walked around the table, around the head of the table where the guy is sitting, and she leaned into this guy that I recognize. I recognize this actor, and she really leaning in, while pouring the glass in. he's really, you can see him stare at it, at them. And then she walks further, and sits down next to him. Or was it sitting the guy also down here? No, it was, yeah, which is weird, because I think the guy on the head of the table is her husband, but she's sitting next to this guy, with him in between her and the husband. So I don't know for sure if he was sitting there or on this side, but they were definitely feeling each other a bit up at the table. Yeah, I think there was a woman also sitting here, and she was cutting into the three of them, and then two souls. I'm just gonna leave that. If you want to know what's going to happen next, watch the movie yourself. What I can tell you is that I think my horror movie theory kicks in. Yes, my horror movie theory kicks in. And if you don't know what it is, if somebody dies in the first 5 minutes of the movie, it's gonna be a good movie. Usually, not always. And I said it honestly, not always it's gonna be a good movie. And this one was, when I watched Meat Canyon's video about the mean one that we watched 2-3 days ago, he also talked a bit about this movie, and I kind of agree with him. The best part of the movie was the first opening scene. It was this opening scene that we just got, that I just read, and the part that's coming after this, because he's coming down the chimney. That's the best part of the movie. The rest of the movie is, but there are definitely some deaths here and there, not a lot. Santa kicked the pooch, okay, the dog, and that dog went flying through the room. He killed all the guests, so that kicks in my horror movie theory. Santa's voice, it's really, it's like he smoked for years and drank a lot. He sounds a bit like Lemmy Kilmister, Lemmy from the Rest Is Soul in Peace, singer of Motorhead. It sounds a bit like him, but then when he sings, I don't know how Lemmy talks, because I think I've never heard him talk, because I don't look up interviews or whatever. But if you know how he sings, it sounds a bit like that, raspy, deep, it's just not clear, And his voice was kind of the same, And on the one hand, it also reminded me a bit of Hulk Hogan, which we also seen in Hulk Hogan movie, Santa with Muscles. I think we watched that one last year. Go watch my review for that one. And if you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie yourself first, because it's a fun movie. And also rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah. This part I just found fucking stupid. Because apparently we had the main guy, the main boy in the movie, and apparently his grandfather was an angel that stayed on Earth and lost his powers because he went with because he has a grandson. He went with a woman from Earth. That's why he lost his powers and stuff like that. And he and Santa Claus know each other. And to settle the score, they go curling. Fucking curling. And if you don't know what curling is, I think it's a Canadian sport. I don't know for sure it's a Canadian sport, but every time I see the sport, it's something. There are Canadians, so I'm going on a limb and say it's a Canadian sport, with on ice, and you have it's stone with a handle, and you have to slide that over the ice to a circle, and you have I think also people with brooms. The Simpsons also did it, and Family Guy also made a joke about it, with Consuela, who's the no, 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 no. But yeah, did they settle the score with fucking curling? A bit off topic, but every time, not every time, but from time to time, I can see, not from time to time, but I can see which country the movie is from. It says it there. But from time to time, don't go out when I just want to show you. We have cars or cows. Does that mean Canadian US? That it's a Canadian US movie? Oh wait, I never read the synopsis. It says here Santa Claus is actually a demon who lost a bet with an angel. The angel being the grandfather. So he became the giver of toys and happiness. But this year the bet is off and Santa is about to return to his evil ways. Okay, that kind of makes sense then why his voice is that raspy and shit. Kind of makes sense, if he was a former demon. Still, the best part was definitely the beginning. I wouldn't say the movie was terrible, but I think I'll give this movie a 3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5 sounds decent. Watch the movie yourself, obviously. Leave likes, recommend a good Santa Claus killer movie, just a horror movie or a Christmas movie or a Christmas horror movie. Down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, check out my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food streams every week from time to time, also Snowcore, on my third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music. Also, I fucking did it again. I don't know how, but since that first time 2 days ago, when I've hit 1.1k on viewers on a video. I dropped a video yesterday, and this son of a bitch $1K on viewers again. How? How? Not that I'm mad or disappointed or whatever. No, it's just I'm baffled. How? I came close You know, with 897 on December 21st with a donut, and before that it was some piece of meat that I got with, and usually, you know, I get hundreds of views, you know, because, you know, they're shorts, but a minimum of 100 views, you know, which is decent actually. You know, it's my best watched channel. You know, the most views I get from that channel, even though it has the lowest amount of subscribers. So just check it out. Link down below in the description. But yeah, I hit the 1.1k, and now I hit 1k of viewers again. Is this gonna be a constant now on that one? You know, like, as you can see, I'm very happy with it, but it kind of baffles me, you know. But yeah, hopefully, you know, you guys that are maybe watching that channel too, you know, and enjoy it. So keep watching it, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I'll see you guys later for Hell House LLC Lineage. Well, we've done the franchise in October or November, I think October. Was September already? Whatever, we did around October, but because there's so much time between the franchise and what I've watched that movie and this movie, you know, I actually kind of forgot about the movies, you know, about the franchise, what happened in there. So yeah, it will be something. So just go watch the video. I will drop it later today. So also I will drop, you know, what I've got for Christmas this year, a video, and maybe tomorrow I'm gonna show you my what happened at the 4th tattoo session, you know, what we have done at the 4th tattoo session. Yeah. Also, I went live a couple days ago. Very fun. Lots of new subscribers, so big shout out to all of them. But we made 2 Lego sets, so if you want to check it out, you know, it's on the channel. It's a bit of a longer video, obviously, but it was fun. So just check it out, and I'll see you guys later. And otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow or on my 2nd or 3rd channel. Who knows? Bye.